Hello there everyone, my name is Ray, and today we're here to play some more Tales of Zestiria. It's part number 47. Thank you all for joining me for today's episode. Let's get right into the Earthen Historia completed, I guess.
Think this is all of the Earthen Historia?
But we're still missing something crucial. How did Heldalf end up that way?
Well, we know all too well what hardship he's been through.
Whoa there, Sheps. Don't tell me you're sympathizing with him.
Is it sympathy? I can't even tell.
Sheesh, Lila, this is cruel. I liked it better when he was a faceless bad guy. You can chop those to bits guilt-free.
I'm sorry.
But really, though, it's tough. How are we supposed to figure out the right thing to do?
Well, is Lila even telling Saray to find the right answer? Or...
Oh! Zavid!
Dang, sorry.
So now what? Just standing around talking like this isn't gonna solve anything.
Let's go back to see Maven.
Right. He's probably organized his thoughts by now anyway.
I think I'm vaguely starting to get it. There's some connection between Heldalf and the shepherd who came before me.
I see. So Lila avoided speaking about it directly by asking Maven the storyteller to help her out. Ouch! Damn it, that's not what you use an umbrella for!
You have no idea how the mind of a lady works. Ouch! That hurts! Dang, what an ice queen. Ouch! Dang! She's not playing around!
Thanks, Zavid. We needed someone to break the tension.
Oh, I think our Rose might be in love.
Don't get your hopes up.
Aww.
Let's hurry to Logren. I'm sure the old man will be waiting for us there.
Quite rare that we're ever in the same place that Maven is.
For sure. I mean, he's an explorer and all.
Is there any real reason why, though?
You really need to ask?
Guess there's no point in worrying about it.
Yep. Like they say, fear is often greater than something.
Greater than danger, you mean?
Yeah, that was kind of weird. It's not often that we're in the same place that Maven is. That's a load of crap. We're in the same place as Maven quite a bit. I've seen him in the fields. I've seen him in towns. He's everywhere. Again, the fact that he's an explorer would make sense as to why we don't see him very often, but it also makes sense as to why we do see him as often as we do, because he roams around like we do. So also last episode we got the Cat's Corner thing unlocked. So I'm gonna guess that I can go back there. Matter of fact, let's do that real quick before we go see Maven. Actually, never mind. Usually I would do that because I don't want to forget about it, but I don't know how long this is actually going to take. I know it takes a little bit, but...
Find anything?
We know that Heldalf was stricken with a great deal of pain and hardship.
It seems almost like some kind of curse.
I can see that. Bound to the curse that is eternal loneliness.
During our most recent encounter with him, he taunted Saray, preying on his emotions and trying to bait him into becoming a fallen shepherd. But afterwards, he reached out to Saray and tried to convince him to join his ranks.
The Lord of Calamity, reaching out to the shepherd.
I want to know, just what happened to Heldalf to make him the man we see today?
But that would infringe on the old man's taboo.
We don't even have a clue what that really means. Maybe this is selfish of us, but still.
Is there no chance you can help?
Follow me.
Maven, are you sure about this?
There's no point in stories if we lose the future in which to tell them. No taboo is worth that fate.
I mean, you asked him to help, and now he says he's going to help, and now you're kind of regretting that he's going to help? That don't make no sense. Alright, so... What the hell? Anyway. Yeah, no, so I know where he's going. You guys probably know where he's going. Ooh. You guys probably know where he's going. That room up there that was sealed up, locked up tight. Hourglass? What the heck is that? Causes all foes to freeze for 5 seconds. Does not work if the enemy's level exceeds the player's by 20 or more. That's actually kind of interesting. I didn't know we had those, and I already had one apparently. Why the hell would I be fighting someone whose level exceeds mine by 20 or more? I guess Maven had the key to this. It was no longer shut!
man, nice! Check it out. That huge thing has carvings all over it. Is this from the era of the gods? I've never seen anything like it before.
Oh boy, more fodder for our resident nerds.
I like how Mikleo popped up literally just to say that and jump back in. He could have said that in
What's
the
that?
head, but nah, son. Hold on now. I want it all. Give me these treasure chests first. I wonder when this thing was put here. I don't know if he's going to tell us that or not because, discard it, F it. Just for the simple fact that we saw this place in Zestiria. 1,000 years ago, this thing wasn't here. So I don't military hike in a gold chest? Huh. I guess it gets its defense out the wazoo, but... Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad. Military hike. That will lower his art defense way too much. I'll mess with that off screen. Who gives a shit? Talk to me, Maven. Hold on. Mysterious monolith. Okay. You guys remember last episode where we had that cutscene that had Zavid's name at the end of it? That usually means that you can do that with Dezel. Well, that means you could have done that with Dezel. I'm trying to figure out how the hell we were supposed to get over there and fight her with Dezel. I mean, I guess we could have gotten on this bridge once we got the spiritual power of wind, and once we fought Heldalf, we were able to get on the bridge and come up here. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, because Dezel died after you had... Yeah, I'm thinking to myself too loud, but,
To most people, this monument is nothing more than a lump of rock. However, the storyteller of time can harness its true capabilities.
The storyteller of time?
I think it looks
The
cool.
one who passes stories to future generations. Stories of humans, seraphim, hellions, shepherds, the Lord of Calamity. It is my clan to whom that fate has fallen. A storyteller is to be a dispassionate observer. He must not interfere in world events. But I am prepared to accept the consequences.
Is that an Earthen Historia? There are more of them?
The others were fine, but this one had to be shielded from the eyes of men. So I kept it for myself.
Then this must be...
Yes, this is a record of the dawn of chaos. Come, experience the truth of the dawning of this age. Perceive the light. Perceive the darkness. Place your hands upon the monolith. Then, close your eyes. Foroshkus were kusaresko, wervek furiek ohish kehem omem. Do not ponder the answer for now. Simply feel. Understand?
What happened?
Where is this? I've never seen this place before.
He literally just told you not to ponder the
Experiencing
answers.
The dawn of chaos. So I suppose this would be... Camlon, the Origin Village.
Well, might as well go on.
Undisagreed.
Undisagreed. I can't talk to y'all. Why would... Undisagreed? I haven't heard that word in a long time.
Pretty big crowd here.
No kidding.
General, this is absurd. How long must we keep living like this?
I am protecting you from the invasion by the forces of Highland. I'd expect you to be more grateful, Shepherd.
Huh? This guy's the previous shepherd?
You have occupied our village for half a year now. This isn't protection, it's house arrest.
Not to mention, the Kingdom of Highland is only acting against us because Roland's moved their army here in the first place.
Looks like they can't hear us.
The Earthen Historia shows that which has transpired.
The strategic importance of this location cannot be overlooked just because the Shepherd founded a village here. You can trust Highland would say the same.
What, so it was inevitable?
When one considers the rise of the Highland Valkyries, yes.
I've had enough. Just leave us.
Michael, are you really okay with this? Those bastards are treating Lord Maltelis' shrine as their own fortress! How much longer must they blaspheme the Seraphim?
Brother?
It's okay, Muse. He's right that Camelon happens to be a strategically crucial location, given that we're here along the northern border. An army that controls this territory can send troops to the enemy's capital at will. Their interest in our land is sad, but understandable.
Do you really trust the words of that tyrant?
They will do as they will. We must focus on what we believe in. As a lone shepherd, with no other family in the world to call his own, I vow to protect Muse and everyone else. I swear it.
So the Origin Village was occupied by Heldalf.
And then dragged into the chaos of war.
Still, you can understand why neither army could leave it alone.
Is something wrong, Miklia?
Huh? Oh, well... The humans were treating Maltelis with scorn and contempt. No wonder his blessing was lost. But there's probably more to the story. Let's head towards the shrine.
Right.
And by let's, you must mean me, because y'all just gonna stand here. I can't talk to anybody here. Also, I call bullcrap on this strategic location nonsense. We'll actually, spoiler alert, I guess, skip ahead like 20 seconds if you don't want to hear it. But we'll actually be seeing the village of Camelon. It is no closer to any of the damn capitals. I don't know. It just doesn't make any damn sense. These people are like, oh, this place is such a strategic hotspot. No, the hell it isn't. When we see the location, you guys will know what I mean.
Could it be Rollins has noticed Michael led Lord Maltelis away from the capital?
No. Much more likely it's just a feint to draw out the forces of the Northern Territory. They just want a pretext to declare war.
This is absurd.
Thoroughly absurd. But that's humans for you.
You said it. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
God, what was I gonna say about that? Yeah, Shepard could just get them out of here too, by the way. He's more than strong enough to just be, hey, you guys need to leave my freaking village alone. Maybe he doesn't want to kill him and he wouldn't have to, but come on, get the hell out.
The shepherd said, the shrine is full of malevolence, and the village is beginning to lose its blessing.
Oh no, is Maltelis going to become a Hellion?
Let us put faith in the shepherd. He said he would never allow that, even should it cost him his life.
But still, if the shepherd would be lost anyway, wouldn't it be better for us just to evacuate while we can?
There's no way that someone like Michael could ever do such a thing.
Right. He's the shepherd. He couldn't just abandon Maltelis and let him succumb to malevolence.
Saray.
I mean, he could. It wouldn't be very nice of him, but he could.
If this podunk town can serve as the key to successful conquest of the Northern Territory, then I can suffer the ire of one measly shepherd. What is it?
An enemy attack! The Northerners have arrived! No, it appears to be the Highland Army!
I will not rise to their bait. Assemble the troops. We shall retreat.
We will make no counterattack?
Would you have me throw men away on some meaningless skirmish with Highland? Don't be an imbecile.
Guess this town is destined for the scrap heap after all. Have the order to retreat given at once.
Unbelievable! Doesn't he care about the happiness of the villagers?
This trivial nonsense is what got the entire village wiped out?
I'm just kind of confused as to what the hell he was even occupying the village for. If he was just going to give it up at first.
Knowing we can't do anything to intervene just makes it worse.
What on earth is Heldalf doing?
Heldalf abandoned the village and fled.
filthy Roland scum! Sneak into the mountains, will you?
Okay, never mind. He can't fight for shit.
There's more over here.
How could this happen?
Dude, you weren't trained at all.
Shepard, Muse has gone to the shrine.
What?
To beg the Roland's army for assistance.
But Heldalf's already run away! Muse, please be safe! Hurry to the shrine! Right.
Why are you guys in such a rush to go somewhere when you know you cannot avoid this and it can't be stopped?
Wait, please! I understand that as a fellow shepherd, you feel strong empathy toward him. That is normal. But please, do not forget what Maven told us. You too, Mikleo.
I'm sorry.
We forgot as soon as we got here!
We can already tell this isn't going to end well.
We've learned more than enough here to put the pieces together at this point.
But we still need to see this through, don't we?
Yeah, I mean we can't leave unless we do, so.
Mikleo looks out of character, to say nothing of Saray.
Well, of course. He was bound to notice before too long.
Yeah, but when you add in the fact that none of this is heading for a happy ending.
We all picked up on it. Mikleo, Muse, and the Shepherd all look too similar not to.
Let's go. We're very close to the whole truth.
The child? Why wouldn't you say my child? Come on, dude, you're the shepherd. Fucking do something.
Oh, he's alive. But, oh my god. Now tell us. All is lost. Maltellus has become a Hellion. And this innocent child. All due to the insipid ambitions of one man.
Brother, wait! No, don't! Please! Brother!
O ye who brought us this misfortune, I grant thee eternal solitude!
No!
Heldalf, live now and forever in a hell of your own making. This is my answer.
Stop!
So, they anticipated our retreat. You are the Valkyries, I take it?
Lightning! General!
Heldalf, prepare yourself! What on earth?
Stay away from us, you monster!
Why is everyone in this game bitch made? Like that's your commander, you are his men. Even if he didn't die because they stabbed him, why would you have reason to fear him? He didn't attack you.
So that's what went down.
Everyone in this game is bitch made.
Become a Hellion. He was made one.
One bearing the most terrible curse there could possibly be.
Oh, shut up. Being alone is not
One
that bad.
responsible for it was the previous Shepherd.
Hey, that's the worst thing that could ever happen to you, to be alone for the rest of your life. Not really. I can think of a lot of things worse than that.
Is this the same village?
If it's not over yet, then there must be more to it.
It's not over.
Obviously.
We gotta be close to the end. Shouldn't we just take a quick gander before we head back?
Yo, there's still stuff that we need to do, which means we're not finished yet. You don't say.
Sorry. Sorry I'm not more bummed out myself, I mean.
You don't need to apologize for that.
Whenever a friend of mine is down, if I'm not feeling the same way, I always feel like maybe something's missing from me.
It's just like he said, Rose. There's nothing you need to apologize for. In fact,
yeah. Sorry.
Huh?
If anything, we should be the ones sorry for making you worry so much.
we just need a little more time to get our feelings sorted out. We'll be fine. You can count on it.
Gotcha.
It's just so weird to me. Heldalf, here's a hell that you can exist in for the rest of eternity. I mean, he's by himself. He was already by himself, though. He lost all of his family. He lost all of his friends. Everyone had already been killed.
My goodness. What happened?
Such thick malevolence. I feel sick.
Malevolence of this impossible magnitude can only mean one thing.
Not Nautilus.
Born far too early by the looks of it. Poor mother and child. Neither of you deserved this. Perhaps this too is fate.
Your shoes are really stupid.
That child's human.
Are we not all the same when we first breathe this air, save for the vessel we chance into?
But a child born so premature won't last but a few months.
Probably so.
Zenrus!
Muse! My goodness! What happened here?
I'm afraid there's no time to explain. We have to seal off the malevolence before it drifts into Elysia. Who's that child? Celine's? Could it be she was with child?
In order to contain Mount Tellus within this land, you would be the sacrifice to seal the path to Elysia? But Mount Tellus is using the land itself as his vessel. Even if we can trap him here, it would be no more than empty consolation.
I understand, but even so, this is something that we humans have brought upon ourselves.
And the shepherd?
I take it that the shepherd has finally fallen?
That may be so, but fate has blessed us with a thread of hope.
You don't mean to say you will raise these children to become the shepherd and his sub-lord?
For a human and a seraph child raised together, anything is possible. However, it all depends on these children. I humbly accept your two small beacons of hope.
Gramps!
Zenrus, I have not the words to thank you. Farewell, my dearest child. Mikleo.
Gramps!
So, Saray, you were a survivor from that village.
And our boy Mickey was refashioned into a seraph.
So I was a sacrifice.
You can cry if you want.
Why would I cry? I'm surprised, to be sure, but I'm not sad. And now we know where Maltellus is. Now the only thing left is our answer.
Right.
So does this mean we found it?
I know now what path I want to take. Though I'm not sure that counts as an answer.
Very well then. Let's consult with Maven once more.
Hey, where'd he go?
Just a little while ago, he was activating the hidden powers of this monolith. He's probably still around here somewhere.
You're right. Let's go look for him. Come to think of it, I wonder how this monolith works. How do you think it activates the Earth in Historia?
Probably because this is an Earth Pulse Nexus, don't you think?
Earth Pulse?
I'll let Terror Firma herself do the explaining.
The Earth Pulse is a manifestation of the power of Mother Nature that permeates the Earth.
Exactly. Logren has been known for centuries as a spot where several branches of the Earth Pulse intersect.
If you're already such an expert, why call on me?
Because when you say it, it's that much more adorable.
Interesting.
So, the Earth in Historia is reacting to the Earth Pulse.
Could you repeat that in English for dumb bums like me?
Well,
Okay, let's say instead that there's all this water bubbling up here. Then the Earth in Historia would be like a water wheel. When the wheel goes round, it grinds out the record of history, just like it was milling grains.
Oh, okay. Makes sense to me. But then why are the Earth and Historia behaving like a water wheel?
Probably...
I told you. The Earth Pulse is the power of the Earth.
Oh, I see. So if Maltellus made the Earth in Historia, and he's using the Earth itself as his vessel...
Then probably it's the force of his will that's making them do that.
Okay. So that's kind of weird because I guess they were predicting that Mikleo and Saray would grow up to be the Shepherd and the Sublord. But, and like Zenris said, it all depended on them. Maybe they didn't even want to do it. Like in Golden Sun, when they offer you a chance to save the world, and you just say nope, and then you walk outside and the game ends. That's actually always been really funny to me for whatever reason. But, yeah, no. Saray is, Celine's child, and Mikleo is Muse's child, but I do kind of find it weird that Rose said Mikleo, Muse, and the Shepherd all look too similar for us not to have picked up on it. The Shepherd has nothing to do... I mean, I guess the Shepherd would be her brother, but I mean, we don't know who Mikleo's father is, because the Shepherd isn't Mikleo's dad, because what's his face? He is Muse's brother, and Celine, whoever the hell that is Saray's mom. They never really explain who she is. She's just kind of there. But anyway, we're gonna learn the truth and then end the episode.
What a sad turn of affairs. There was more to it than just Heldalf and the Shepherd Michael. So many factors converged to bring about that disaster.
What happened to that village was so ghastly. You can sort of see how Michael finally came to do what he did.
Not really.
Still, no one except maybe his closest friends ought to buy "I was in the depths of my despair" as an excuse.
Right. The actions he took that day changed the fates of millions.
That's true. It was his thoughtless curse of eternal solitude that paved the way for Kittybeard to become the Lord of Calamity. Without the curse, old Sourpuss never would have hated the world so much. Never would have wanted it to turn into a world of Hellions.
You can't blame the people of Highlander Rollins for seeing him as a monster. But I get the sense that deep down, in his own misguided way, he just wants to bring peace to his country.
Some of the blame, too, has to go to the former Shepherd for keeping secret the fact that he'd spirited Maltellus away. Because of that, folks who didn't know the true situation wound up desecrating the shrine and causing Maltellus to transform into a Hellion.
That's right. If they'd only talked about it more openly, there might have been better understanding and cooperation.
It also looks like the former Shepherd didn't really trust anyone other than his own flesh and blood. To those who believed in the Shepherd, I can think of no greater wound.
True enough. He may have genuinely wanted every one of them to be happy. But if he never shared this desire with anyone, then...
Regardless of Michael's circumstances, it doesn't change the fact that what Heldalf did was unspeakably cruel. That he would toss strangers to the wolves just to further his own interests.
None of this comes down to black and white, that's for sure.
Well, Maven told us just to feel and experience what had happened. We'll go tell him what we felt.
This game is so weird. It contradicts itself a lot. And a lot of it has to do with Berseria. But if you play through Berseria, Maltalis is Laphicet, and Laphicet was able to purify himself. He was tainted with the malevolence of a dragon itself, which is the most powerful malevolence in all of existence, save, I guess, the Lord of Calamity. Purified himself because he has the Silver Flame, which dispels and purifies malevolence. That's the only reason why we are able to purify anything, is because Maltalis, Laphicet, whatever, gave us that power through his blessing. So the fact that a couple of people, a bunch of people, whatever, can come to his shrine, desecrate it, and turn him into a Hellion seems like some nonsense. When you sit down, if you know what happened in Berseria, what he's able to do with the flames of purification, as he calls them. So I don't know. I know I think about this stuff too much, and I know this game was made before that game. So obviously it's okay for them to retcon a couple of things and change things up a little bit. But I'm also kind of confused about what they say. Maybe I'm just a dickhead, but I don't really see what Heldalf did that was so unspeakably cruel. What exactly did he do? He occupied the village and the people showed up and then he abandoned it, sure. But the slaughtering of the people and the burning of the village had nothing to do with Heldalf. That was all Highland. Highland decided that they would do that. And I mean, you even heard Homeboy was laughing, ha ha ha, there's some more over here. Yes, maybe his occupation of that village drew them there, but nobody from Roland's forced them to fight. Hell, in fact, they ran away and were chased down anyway by Highland. If anything, in my opinion, that's Highland's fault. Whoever the commander of that military force was, that's their fault. Simply because Roland's didn't attack them. Roland's left. And not only did they burn down the village, they actually went after them instead of just letting them leave. If you were going to go after the army, you should have went after the army. Leave the villagers out of it. So I don't know. I don't think, and I guess, you know, maybe their point is maybe Heldalf could have tried to protect them since he, quote-unquote, brought that on the village. But again, in my opinion, that was Highland, not Roland's. That wasn't Heldalf. That was whatever commander was in charge of that Highland army. And maybe, again, I'm just too much of a loner, but I really don't see how it's that bad to live alone. And this dude, everyone in this game is saying that that's the worst curse you could possibly have. That's just weird to me. But anyway, I'm getting a little bit too into this again. I have a habit of doing that. I know it probably annoys the shit out of some of you guys, but it is what it is. This is just how I am. So you guys will subscribe or unsubscribe or comment or tell me you eat a dick, like or unlike or dislike, whatever. Regardless, so it is what it is. And I would like to keep doing this, but I actually have to start getting ready for work soon. So thank you all for watching as always. My name is Ray. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter if that kind of thing interests you. The link will be in the description. Let me know how you felt about this video one way or the other. And until next time, goodbye everybody.